Why is it that when I talked about chemtrails, I was considered a conspiracy theorist?
The idea of chemtrails is a popular conspiracy theory. The trails you see behind airplanes are actually contrails, condensed water vapor. They're similar to clouds, just formed from the plane's exhaust. The idea that they contain chemicals is not supported by evidence.
So, would this be considered a form of weather modification?
While contrails don't directly modify the weather in the same way as, say, cloud seeding, they can have an impact. Contrails can trap heat, and some studies suggest they might affect cloud formation. But the idea that they're part of a secret weather control program is just a theory.
In the state of Florida, what is H.R. Senate Bill 56?
Florida Senate Bill 56 is about geoengineering and weather modification activities. It prohibits releasing chemicals into the atmosphere to change the weather or temperature. The bill aims to address concerns about these activities and create a system for residents to report anything suspicious.
Wouldn't this be significant evidence of geoengineering and weather modification if they have to pass a bill?
The bill itself doesn't prove that geoengineering is happening, but it does show that Florida is taking the idea seriously. They're worried enough to ban it, which is pretty interesting. Do you want to hear more about the specific concerns that led to this bill?
Actually, yes.
Okay, so there are a few main concerns. Some people worry about the potential environmental risks of releasing chemicals into the atmosphere. Others are concerned about the impact on public health. There's also the issue of who gets to decide how the weather is modified and whether it could be used for harmful purposes.
But if it's not a legitimate thing, why would they have to pass a bill on it if it wasn't something that was already occurring?
That's a good question. It's possible that Florida is just being cautious and trying to prevent something before it starts. Or maybe there's more to the story than we know. Would you like me to find out if there are any other states that have passed similar bills?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Florida isn't the only state looking at this. Arizona and Tennessee have also passed laws about geoengineering. It seems like a lot of places are starting to take this seriously. Do you want me to find the specifics of those other state laws?
Yes.
Okay, so Arizona passed a law to regulate weather modification, requiring permits and studies to make sure it's safe. Tennessee's law is more about studying the potential impacts of geoengineering, but they haven't banned it outright. Do you want to know more about the specific regulations in Arizona?
Is there any other places in the world that have similar regulations?
Yes, there are a few places with regulations. Mexico has a law that requires permits for weather modification activities. In Australia, some states have regulations about cloud seeding.
So, if you could make a list of countries that have laws on weather modification, can you do that?
Okay, here's a list of countries with weather modification laws. United States, Mexico, Australia, China, Russia, and the United Arab Emirates. Keep in mind that some of these laws might be focused on specific types of weather modification, like cloud seeding.